doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties. It's October, the spooky season. So today I kind of want to do something Halloween related, but I don't know what. In our most recent Life on the Shelf video, I believe that one was Monsters on the Shelf, we made an actual shelf that has a background for doll photos. I was like, this is such a cool idea. We can do so many things with it. Maybe quick little backdrops for Halloween. And then I went to Target and saw these. Pretty much the same idea, only smaller. So if you don't feel like crafting, this is out there. They were in the little bullseye area. They were $5 each, and I saw two different designs. One that's a window with a spider web, and a door with a knocker. They are a little over 10 inches tall and 6 inches wide. They are kind of heavy. I think they were designed to just sit on a counter. If I wanted to hang it, I would just add a little picture frame attachment to the back. Here it is next to one of the new G3 Monster High dolls. Our Claudine is taller than the door, but there is enough space for her to stand on it with a doll stand. Here's an OMG tween, a standard OMG on the stand, and Barbie. Let's not forget Rainbow High. So that's a little Target fun find. I'm loving my little shelf because it is taller, making it perfect for our dolls. I get to decide how wide I want it to be, and it's already pretty easy to hang on my walls. I just watched the Monster High movie and an episode of the animated series, so I'm thinking we can make one that is Monster High inspired. I have my $3 wooden canvas from the Dollar Tree and a 12 by 12 sheet of basswood. If you don't want to use basswood, you could always sub for foam board. You just want to glue a couple layers together for strength. And I'm going to use a little bit of foam board to decorate them. I start by cutting 3 to 5 inches for the base of basswood or foam board, and we're going to stack and glue 2 together for strength, then glue it to the bottom of the wood panel. I feel like this is pretty secure, but I'm going to add some small wooden blocks to the bottom corners for a little extra support. And the basic construction for the shelf is done. Time to decorate. In the Monster High movie, the background of the lockers was wood. On the doll boxes, I guess it's a purple, but in my room, I've done several shelves in black. So I'm gonna go with some purple in the middle and black around the edge. And let's just mesh or blend those colors together, giving me kind of a purple haze in the middle. I cut foam board into 10 by 3 inch pieces. Using a ruler, I measure up 7.5 inches, draw a line, make a mark at the top. Mine are about 1.5 inches apart. I make the same marks at the bottom, draw a line connecting them to the 7.5 inch mark on both ends, cut on the line drawn to make a coffin shape. Let's paint them. I'm adding a little shading using some metallic paint. I want to add those little vents for the locker at the top, but on the box there aren't any. Yeah, let's add them. Go over it with a little paint. Then let's glue them to the board. I don't know how I feel about the pink lockers. Let's look at the doll box. Oh, they did have little vents. Maybe it's not so bad. We probably just need to add a few more details. I bought this necklace from the dollar store. Let's cut a small piece, glue it on to the front of the lockers. I brush it with a little silver paint. Yeah, I like that. Let's cut out some of the packaging. I cut out a little banner and I'm gonna glue it across the top to make a decorative shelf where we can display our Monster High dolls and take a quick shelfie. We can make more than one to display more dolls. Ooh, that looks cool. We can also use them to create small scenes. And we can pretend like our ghouls are walking down the hallways of Monster High. I like this idea. Decorative shelving that gives us a little scene. I bet we can take this one and jazz it up a little. A few years back, we made a graveyard. Let's recycle some of the fence to decorate this scene. I cut down the wrought iron fence and I'm gonna glue it onto the side. Looking fancy already. Maybe we can add our little columns or pillars on the sides. Here is a printable that we made last year. It's available to download for free on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, in our holiday stuff album. We can cut them out and glue them onto several layers of cardstock, poster board, or recycled paperboard. Then add them to our scene. I have a few plastic bat rings that I got at the dollar store. I'm going to glue them onto the wall, going around the door. I have some artificial plants. Let's glue them in random places to make a spooktacular doll shelf. Of course, you can add as much or as little as you like. You can even add a pumpkin or two. Just make sure you leave enough space for the doll. Totally Instagrammable. I might even add a few of those pillars to the lockers. Yeah, that works. What else can we do with those leftover bats? Maybe we can take a few paper clips, bend one open, then bend it to make a headband. I cut off the back of the ring, then glue the bat onto the headband to make a Halloween headband for the dolls. And since it's made out of wire, we can bend it to fit other dolls. We can also make one where we cut and glue the wings directly onto the headband to make a batwing headband. Speaking of wings, let's bring out our silicone mat. I flip it over to the blank side. On a piece of paper, I draw a wing. We can add some details. It's giving Tinkerbell. I traced it on the other side so we can do both sets of wings. I slide it under the mat, and there, you see it? Using my hot glue, I quickly fill it in, then place the mat on top and press down to flatten it. Remove the mat, then carefully go over it, following the lines drawn. Allow it to dry, then peel them from the mat to make hot glue fairy wings. And I just trim off anything that is outside the line. In addition to my wings, I made a small triangle of glue. I glue on elastic cord to fit onto the doll's back. Then glue on the wings. I lightly brush them with a little metallic paint to give them a little shimmer so our dolls can dress up as fairies. If we can make fairy wings, maybe we can make bat wings or dragon wings. After sketching a design, I place the mat on top. This is a much bigger wing, so we're just gonna try to fill it in rather than pressing it. I add a lot of buildup at the base, and of course we're going over those lines. Remove it from the mat, and we have a bat wing or a White Walker dragon wing. I made two and glued them together with elastic. Use acrylic paint to paint them. I applied a thin layer of black paint, let it dry, then add a few more coats until you get the look that you want. Once dried, I brush it with a little metallic paint so we can see all those details and give our dolls a dragon costume. I painted the wings all the way around so they look good from the back. I think this is a perfect look for Deuce. The elastic fits right over the shoulder and holds the wings in place. I think Draculaura could rock this look as well. Here I dressed a Barbie in our modern witch-inspired look from last year. Let's add the wings to give this look a little something extra. I picked up these pumpkins at the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 and they feel like they're made out of styrofoam. I take one and remove the wire from the back, carefully cut out a wedge. I'm gonna try to follow the lines of the pumpkin. Hopefully this works. You need her, Toya. Then carefully remove it. Okay, this might work. I'm using a little acrylic paint to paint the inside, paint the cutout to match. I divided it into 3 parts and then just did a little browning around the edge of each one. While waiting for them to dry, I have some wood cutouts. I have 2 circles and then this one that looks like a little pot or a vase. I glue them together with the circles on the ends to make a simple cake stand. I go back to my cake and I'm gonna add some frosting between the layers. Once dried, I place it onto our little cake stand to make an easy pumpkin cake for the dolls. I found these stickers at Target. It was like $3.49, I think, for the pack. Let's place a few on a rectangle of wood to make the easiest Halloween cookies. We have so many stickers, I made a small tray, and let's just put the stickers on at a little bit of an angle, overlapping them just a little to make a tray full of cookies, giving our dolls more snacks for the season. So today we made decorations, costumes, and snacks for the dollhouse. Let's count them. We decorated a front door, made a Monster High locker background shelf, headbands, dragon wings, fairy wings, a pumpkin cake, and a cookie tray, bringing us to 7 quick crafts for Halloween. Thank you for joining us for another Quick Crafts video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!